In the vastness of space, the galaxy had finally found peace. For decades, different planets and species had fought wars, but now, after years of talks and treaties, they had agreed to live in harmony. The Galactic Peace Treaty was signed by thousands of worlds. It promised no more fighting, no more destruction. Everyone was hopeful for a bright future. Among the many members of this peaceful galaxy, Earth was a new addition. Earth's leaders had joined the treaty with a promise. They wanted peace too. They said they wanted to be friends with everyone in the galaxy. Many aliens welcomed Earth warmly, hoping it would bring new ideas and cultures. But deep in Earth's Space Command, things were not as calm as they seemed. A huge warship, larger than anything the galaxy had ever seen, was being built in secret. This warship was not for peace. It was a weapon, a powerful machine made for battle. Earth's leaders said they needed it for protection. They claimed some unknown threat might attack them one day. The warship was named the Titan. One day, the Titan appeared suddenly near a small, peaceful planet called Nera 7. Nera 7 was known for its beautiful forests and kind aliens. They had never wanted war or trouble. The arrival of the Titan shocked the galaxy. No one expected Earth to send a warship so close to a peaceful planet. Alien leaders gathered to discuss this strange event. Many were scared. Some whispered that Earth might want to start a war, not peace. On the surface of Nera 7, the leaders watched the Titan through their telescopes. The ship was massive and dark, with blinking red lights. It looked like a floating fortress. The head of the Nera 7 Council, an alien named Vic, was worried. "This is a bad sign," she said. "Why would Earth send a warship here? They promised peace. We must warn the other planets." Back on the Titan, the captain of the warship, Captain Mark Ryland, stood on the bridge. He was a human with sharp eyes and a serious face. He looked at the stars ahead, thinking about his orders. "Captain," said his second-in-command, Lieutenant Sarah Kim, "we are close to Nera 7. The aliens are watching us. What should we do?" Mark looked at the controls. "We are here to show strength, not to fight. Stay alert, but don't attack unless we are forced to." Sarah nodded but looked uneasy. She trusted Mark but worried about the mission's real purpose. Meanwhile, in the Galactic Council, the discussions grew heated. Ambassador Zelther from the planet Aphora stood and said, "Earth's arrival with a warship breaks the tree's spirit. We must ask them to explain immediately." But Earth's representative, a calm diplomat named Alina Wade, replied, "The Titan is here only for protection. Earth fears unknown dangers. We do not want to fight, but we must be ready." The council was divided. Some believed Earth, but others feared this was the start of a new war. Back on Nera 7, Vic sent a message to Earth's captain. "This is Vic of Nera 7. Your warship's presence worries us. Please explain your purpose. We seek peace, not conflict." The message reached Captain Mark. He stared at the screen. His orders were clear. Stay silent about Earth's secret plans. But something inside him felt wrong. He wanted to believe in peace. That night on the Titan, the crew gathered in the mess hall. Some were excited to be part of Earth's new power. Others were quiet, thinking about what their mission really meant. Sarah spoke softly to Mark. "Do you think Earth's leaders will really use this warship for peace?" Mark sighed. "I don't know, but I will protect my crew and try to avoid war." Suddenly, an alarm sounded. The Titan's sensors detected something strange, a hidden signal coming from nearby space. "What is that?" Sarah asked, watching the monitors. Mark frowned. "Unknown signal. It's weak but steady. Could be a distress call." The crew looked worried. They didn't know if it was a trap or a real call for help. Mark made a decision. "Prepare to investigate. We must find out what this signal means." As the Titan moved closer to the source, the peaceful galaxy watched nervously. Was Earth going to bring war, or would this mysterious signal change everything? The calm before the storm was ending. Something was coming, something that would test the galaxy's hope for peace. The Titan moved slowly toward the source of the strange signal. The ship's massive engines hummed quietly, but tension filled the air on the bridge. Captain Mark Rylan watched the monitors closely. Every crew member was alert. They did not know what to expect. Lieutenant Sarah Kim stood beside Mark. "Captain, the signal is getting stronger. It's definitely not a natural phenomenon. Someone or something is sending this." Mark nodded. "Prepare the communication systems. We need to send a message and see if they respond." The ship's communication officer, Ensign Jax, typed quickly. The message was simple. "This is Earth's warship, the Titan. We receive your signal. Please identify yourself." Seconds passed. Then a reply came through the speakers. The voice was strange, not like any Earth language. It was soft but urgent. "This is the Valkyrie. We are trapped near the Sarin Nebula. Please help us." Mark looked at Sarah. "Valkyrie? We've never heard of them before. What kind of help do they need?" The bridge crew exchanged nervous glances. Suddenly, the communication officer interrupted. "Captain, I'm picking up an unusual reading from the Valkyrie ship. Their energy signature is unstable. It looks damaged, but also shielded somehow." Mark frowned. "Could be a trap. Or maybe they're hiding something." Sarah whispered, "Captain, we have two choices. We can help, risking our mission. Or we can ignore it and continue to Nera 7. Mark thought deeply. His orders were to show strength near Nera 7, but what if these aliens were really in trouble? He made a decision. "We'll help. Prepare a small team to investigate the Valkyrie ship, but keep weapons ready." The crew worked fast. A shuttle was ready in minutes. Mark chose Sarah to lead the team. "Take the best people you have. Find out what's going on." Sarah nodded and went with her team. The shuttle left the Titan and moved toward the damaged ship. As they approached, the Valkyrie ship looked old and battered. Strange symbols covered its surface. The shields flickered weakly, but held strong enough to keep the shuttle out. Sarah tried to communicate again. "Valkyrie, can you open your shields? We are here to help." The reply came tense and low. "We cannot open shields fully. Our enemies are nearby. They will destroy us if they find us." Sarah's heart pounded. "Who are your enemies?" "We call them the Drave. They hunt us across space. Please hurry." The team prepared to board, but suddenly, the Valkyrie ship shook violently. Warning lights flashed. "Captain, the Titan." Sarah's communicator beeped. Mark's voice came through, urgent. "Enemies detected. Unknown ships approaching fast. Prepare for battle." Sarah looked back at the damaged ship. "We have no time. We must get back." The shuttle raced toward the Titan, dodging strange energy blasts. The unknown ships were fast and aggressive. Back on the Titan, the crew scrambled to ready weapons. The warship's big guns powered up, glowing red. Mark stood tall. "All weapons ready. We protect ourselves and the Valkyrie." The enemy ships closed in. Suddenly, one fired a huge blast, striking the Titan's shield. The whole ship shook. "Return fire," Mark shouted. The battle had begun. Laser beams cut through space. The Titan's weapons struck back fiercely. The enemy ships, small but deadly, moved quickly. The crew worked with skill and fear. On the bridge, Mark watched the fight closely. "Sarah, are you safe?" "Almost back on board," she said, breathing hard. "But those ships won't stop. They want to destroy us." Mark's jaw tightened. "Then we will make them regret it." The Titan fired its biggest cannon. A bright beam hit one enemy ship, destroying it instantly. Others pulled back. "Enemy retreating," Mark said, but he knew this was only the beginning. The mysterious attackers were not just random pirates. They knew about the Titan, the Valkyrie, and the galaxy's fragile peace. Later, in the warship's war room, Mark met with his senior officers. "We must find out who these attackers are," Mark said. and why they want the Valkyrie destroyed. Sarah added, the Valkyrie's message sounded desperate. We need to learn more before moving to Nera 7. Mark nodded. Agreed. Our mission has changed. We protect peace, yes, but we also need answers. Meanwhile, in the Galactic Council, news of the battle spread fast. Some members whispered that Earth's warship was causing more problems than it solved. Ambassador Zelfar of Aphora warned Earth's warship provokes conflict. This fight could destroy years of peace. But Elena Wade, Earth's diplomat, argued the Titan is here to protect. If the Valkyrie are real and in danger, Earth has a right and duty to help. The council was divided once again. On the Titan, Captain Mark stood alone on the observation deck, looking out into space. He thought about Earth's promise of peace and the reality he faced now. Warships attacking, mysterious alien messages, and a galaxy that still feared Earth's power. The calm was over. The real test was beginning. Would the Titan be a symbol of hope, or a spark that ignited a new war? Mark didn't know yet, but one thing was clear: the galaxy's future was now in the hands of Earth's warship. The battle with the mysterious attackers had left the Titan damaged but still standing. The crew worked around the clock to fix the ship's shields and weapons, but Captain Mark Ryland could not shake the feeling that something bigger was happening, something tied to Earth's past. One evening, alone in his quarters, Mark looked at an old photo on his desk. It showed a young Mark with his father, who was a soldier during Earth's last great war. That war had changed everything on Earth. Millions died, cities were destroyed, and people were scared, very scared. Mark's father had taught him one thing: always be ready. Peace is fragile. That lesson stayed with Mark. It was why he accepted this mission on the Titan. Earth wanted peace, but deep down it was preparing for the worst. Meanwhile, in the war room, Lieutenant Sarah Kim reviewed data about the attackers and the Valkyrie. The Drave, she said quietly to Mark. They are known in some parts of the galaxy as ruthless hunters. They destroy entire planets for sport. Mark frowned. If Earth had known about them, why didn't we prepare better? Sarah looked away. Maybe some leaders thought the peace treaty would keep threats away. But Earth's past is full of wars and betrayal. We learned to trust no one. Mark remembered secret meetings on Earth. Some officials wanted to use the Titan not just for defense, but to show power, to remind other planets that Earth could fight if needed. But Mark had his doubts. Was Earth truly ready for war? Or was it afraid to admit peace might fail? One night, a message arrived from Earth's High Command. It was clear and cold. Continue the mission. Protect the Titan at all costs. The galaxy cannot know the full truth. Prepare for possible conflict. Mark felt a cold knot in his stomach. The truth was hidden even from him. He gathered his trusted officers. We must finish repairs and find the Valkyrie. They may hold answers we need. Sarah nodded. Captain, the Valkyrie sent a second message. They said their homeworld was destroyed. Their people are refugees now. Mark's eyes narrowed. This war is bigger than we thought. Maybe Earth's fear is justified. As the Titan prepared to move, strange signals appeared on the sensors, coded messages hidden in the dark space. Captain, these signals match Earth's old military codes, said Ensign Jax. Someone is watching us closely. Mark's heart raced. Who is sending these messages? Friend or enemy? He knew the galaxy's peace was fragile, but Earth's secrets could shatter it completely. Mark looked at the stars again. The past was not behind them. It was following them into the future. The calm was over. The war was coming. The Titan was back in space, repaired and ready to move. Captain Mark Ryland stood on the bridge, staring at the stars ahead. The mission had changed. No longer was it just about showing strength near Nera 7. Now the Titan had to find the Valkyrie and understand their danger. The stars around the Titan were calm for only a moment. Then, out of the darkness of space, enemy ships appeared like shadows, fast, deadly, and without warning. Captain Mark Ryland stood on the bridge, gripping the rail tightly. All hands, battle stations. This is not a drill. His voice was steady but urgent. Lieutenant Sarah Kim barked orders to the weapons crew. Target those ships. Fire when ready. The Titan's massive cannons lit up the dark space. Bright beams of energy shot out, striking enemy ships and sending explosions into the void. But the attackers did not slow. They moved in waves, small but agile, striking quickly and retreating before the Titan's big guns could hit them. "Captain, their tactics are unusual," Sarah said, watching the screens. "They're not just attacking. They want to test us to see our weakness." Mark nodded. "We can't let them break through. Hold the line." The battle raged on. The Titan's shields flickered as blasts hit them repeatedly. The crew worked tirelessly, repairing damage and firing back. In the middle of the chaos, a message came through from one of the captured enemy ships. Mark ordered it to be broadcast to the bridge. The voice on the screen was harsh and cold. "Earth has no place in this galaxy's peace. Your warship is a threat. Turn back or be destroyed." Mark frowned. "Who are you? Why attack us?" The enemy pilot sneered. "We are the Drave. We hunt and destroy those who stand in our way. Your peace is a lie." The words hit the crew like a shockwave. The Drave, the terrifying enemy they had feared. Sarah whispered, "This is worse than we thought. The Drave want war, and they want to make sure Earth pays." As the battle continued, the Titan's captain made a bold decision. "Prepare the boarding teams. We will capture one of their ships. We need answers." The boarding party suited up, armed and ready. Sarah led the team onto a fast shuttle, moving toward the nearest enemy vessel. Inside the enemy ship, silence reigned. The crew moved carefully, knowing they could be caught at any moment. Sarah's team quickly found the bridge. They captured the enemy pilot alive. Back on the Titan, the captured Drave pilot was questioned. Mark stared at him. "Why attack Earth? What do you want?" The pilot smiled darkly. "Your leaders hide secrets. The warship you sent is a sign. Earth plans to dominate, not protect." Sarah leaned forward. "What secrets? Tell us." The pilot's eyes glinted. "There is a conspiracy. Some on Earth want war to control the galaxy's resources. You are just a pawn." The room grew silent. Mark felt a chill. Was this true? Before they could ask more, alarms sounded again. More enemy ships were arriving, larger and more dangerous. The battle was far from over. Mark knew this fight would decide the fate of Earth and the entire galaxy. The calm was gone. Now it was war. Lieutenant Sarah Kim scanned the sensor screens. "Captain, we're near the Sarin Nebula. The Valkyrie said they are close to this area." Mark nodded. "Keep all systems ready. I want full alert. We don't know what's waiting for us." As the Titan approached the nebula, strange energy waves pulsed across the sensors. The colorful gas clouds of the nebula made the area hard to scan. It was like flying blind through a storm. Suddenly, a ship appeared on the sensors. It was unlike any alien vessel Mark had ever seen. Sleek and shining with blue light, it moved with grace but held a serious presence. The ship sent a signal to the Titan. The voice was calm but strong. "This is Commander Lyra of the Zephyr Collective. We have been monitoring your movements. You are close to a dangerous area. Turn back now." Mark's brow furrowed. "We come in peace and mean no harm. We are helping the Valkyrie." Lyra's voice was firm. "The Valkyrie are not the only ones in danger. The Drave are awakening after centuries of silence. They will destroy anything in their path." Sarah looked at Mark. "If the Drave are real and so dangerous, we must warn the Galactic Council." Mark thought carefully. "We need more proof, but we can't ignore this warning." Suddenly, the Zephyr ship projected a hologram on the Titan's bridge. It showed images of destroyed planets, ships burning in space, and terrifying creatures hunting their prey. "The Drave were once thought extinct," Lyra explained. "But they have returned, stronger and more deadly. Your mission is urgent, Earth. Prepare for war, or the galaxy will fall. Mark's hands tightened on the console. Why didn't Earth warn us sooner? Lyra's answer was cold. Your leaders are divided. Some hope to hide the truth. Others want to use fear to control. The warning left a heavy silence on the Titan. The calm hope of peace was fading fast. Just then, the ship's sensors detected a sudden movement. Unknown ships appeared on the edge of the nebula, fast and aggressive. Enemy ships again, Sarah shouted. They're attacking. The battle started without warning. The Titan fired its weapons, dodging blasts and strikes. Mark shouted orders. Protect the ship. Don't let them get close. The battle was fierce and fast. The enemy ships were skilled and organized, but the Titan's crew fought harder. After a tense fight, the attackers pulled back. But Mark knew they would return. As the Titan sailed away from the nebula, Mark turned to his crew. This is bigger than we imagined. The galaxy wanted peace, but war is coming fast. He looked to the stars and whispered, and Earth must decide its true path. The alarms on the Titan screamed through the ship as more enemy vessels appeared. These ships were bigger, faster, and more powerful than before. The crew braced for the worst. Captain Mark Ryland stood firm on the bridge. All hands, prepare for heavy assault. This fight will decide if we survive. Lieutenant Sarah Kim worked beside him, coordinating defenses. Captain, shields are holding, but only just. If they hit again, we might lose power. Mark nodded grimly. Divert all power to shields and weapons. We cannot afford to lose. Suddenly, the ship shook violently. The lights flickered. Direct hit on the aft section. The engineer shouted. Mark clenched his fists. Damage control teams, move now. Keep the engines running. Meanwhile, in the detention room, the captured Drave pilot smirked. You humans don't understand, he said. Your warship is more than a weapon. It's a symbol of fear, and it hides a secret. Sarah's eyes narrowed. What secret? The pilot leaned forward. Earth's leaders are not united. Some want peace, but others plan to use the Titan as a tool to start a war for control of the galaxy's most valuable resource, the star crystals. Mark felt a chill. Star crystals were rare and powerful energy sources found only in a few planets. Whoever controlled them could control space travel and weapons for centuries. We must protect those planets, Mark said, but we need proof. Sarah spoke up. Captain, I found encrypted messages hidden in our own communications. They mentioned secret missions and hidden agendas. Mark's face hardened. This war is not just about defense. Earth's government is divided, and the Titan is caught in the middle. As the battle outside raged on, a new message arrived from a hidden source. Captain Ryland, it said, if you want the truth, meet us at the ruins of Epsilon Prime. Come alone. Mark stared at the screen. This was a trap, or a chance to learn the truth. After a tense moment, he made his decision. I will go, but only with a small team. Sarah frowned. It's dangerous. We don't know who to trust. Mark smiled sadly. Sometimes the greatest danger is not the enemy outside, but the enemy inside. The Titan's crew prepared for a secret mission. The fate of peace, war, and the entire galaxy rested on what they would discover at Epsilon Prime. Captain Mark Ryland stood alone on the observation deck of the Titan, staring at the distant ruins of Epsilon Prime. The ghostly planet lay silent, its surface broken and scorched. He knew this mission could change everything. Lieutenant Sarah Kinham and a small team prepared the shuttle for the secret meeting. Trust was fragile. Allies might be enemies. Mark felt the weight of every choice he had made. As the shuttle approached the ruins, strange signals flickered. Suddenly, figures emerged, not enemies, but members of a hidden resistance inside Earth's government. They called themselves the Truth Seekers. Their leader, a woman named Dr. Elara Voss, stepped forward. Captain Ryland, you were right to come. Earth is divided. Some want peace. Others want war. She showed Mark secret files, plans to use the Titan and the star crystals to build a powerful weapon. If this happens, the galaxy will fall into chaos. Mark's heart sank. What do you want from me? Help us stop this war before it starts, Elara said. Expose the conspiracy. Protect the galaxy and Earth's honor. Suddenly, the shuttle's alarms blared. Drave ships appeared above the ruins, preparing to attack. We don't have much time, Sarah shouted over the comms. Get ready for battle. Mark nodded. We fight together, for peace. The battle was fierce. The Titan shuttle and the Resistance fighters fought side by side. Explosions lit the dark sky as Drave ships were destroyed or forced to retreat. In the chaos, Mark made a decision. He broadcast the secret files across the galaxy, to every government, every council member, every citizen. The truth was out. Earth's hidden war plans were exposed. The galaxy saw the real danger, not just the Drave, but the division inside Earth. The revelation shocked everyone. Many feared war, but more hoped for change. Back on the Titan, Mark looked at his crew. We have a choice now. We can become the galaxy's warship, or its shield. He smiled, feeling hope for the first time in a long while. The galaxy wanted peace, and now, maybe, Earth can deliver it.